Hi guys, Lord Bew, a Northern Irish historian and Unionist, had some interesting advice for the DUP when he appeared on the BBC Northern Ireland show The View with Mark Carruthers. The issue of the party painting itself into a corner over its refusal to support the formation of the executive or devolved administration in Belfast came up. Bew has called on the British government in the past to set up a Department of the Union, which would, of course, champion unionism. And on that note, he believes the DUP should field candidates in England. Yeah.
The fundamental question is, what are you going to do next? And the only answer for the next point, because it's going to be implemented and so on, what do unionists do about their then isolation, which is extremely dangerous politically? And the only answer from that neck of the woods is Ben Habib's suggestion that they fight elections in England. That is the only answer to what we do. Just being thrown, saying it's not fair, that is not a political strategy.
Okay, would the DUP be popular in England? On unionism, they have supported organisations and have received support from the likes of the Orange Order. They have been endorsed by groups representing prescribed terrorist organisations in Northern Ireland. The party, of course, is anti-European. In 1991, the former leader of the party, Ian Paisley, compared the EU to the biblical Tower of Babel, and I quote, "God cursed and no sensible person would rebuild." In 2016, DUP MP Sammy Wilson was recorded agreeing with the person who wanted to vote for Brexit to, and I quote, "keep the ethnics out." Wilson later claimed that he was agreeing with the person about leaving the EU only. On gay rights, the DUP, I believe, have voted against all legislation put to Parliament. They have also vetoed bills in Northern Ireland for legislation for same-sex marriage, claiming it's a red line, and also saying that Peter will not marry Paul in Northern Ireland. A senior member of the party once claimed that homosexuality is viler than child abuse, while another DUP MP called for gay people to be cured by prayer. Women's rights over their own bodies have been fought by the DUP at every turn, where abortion rights in the rest of the UK had the DUP campaign against them in Northern Ireland. They've also opposed funding for international family planning programmes. On the economy, they supported building a bridge to Scotland. However, they did support a windfall tax on energy companies to help people deal with the cost of living crisis. However, the executive they refused to allow to form couldn't actually spend the money. And finally, they want creationism, the religious belief that God created the world, to be taught in state schools, and for museums to include creationism in their exhibits. So tell me, do you think these policies would be popular in England?